I'm coming out with a giant wad, you know, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, cash.
It was cash, you know.
Cash dollars.
Of course it was cash.
You know,
yeah.
cash business.
Cash
you know,
business.
Cash business. Oh my God, cash business.
And so for about 3-4 years, I did it, and it was great.
So how much money would you make in a night?
In the real beginning, I was hustling. I love it, and I love it. That's what I love. Is I do hustle.
Right. Sure. Of course.
I was probably making like $300 a night on tips. And
wow.
Yeah, it was
living large.
It was for a 16-year-old. It was like
for one night making $300.
I didn't.
So give us a few of your top tricks then. Some of your top tricks now, because we're actually running out of time here.
Wow, good times.
Yes.
At that time, it was a lot of just card tricks. Now in this generation, it's a lot of mentalism type of stuff. A lot of interaction with the audience. Not so much.
Well, the audience could be 3 or 4 people.
The audience could be 3 or 4 people, or it could be 4,000 now, which is great. I do a lot of stuff with like bending of metal, a lot of very fast-paced stuff.
Yes.
I'm not being from New York. You know the way our attention span is.
Yeah.
So I've always learned to be accustomed to being very quick.
Yes.
Everything happens so fast.
Quick snips.
Very quick, and so where most magicians might tell a story in one 8-minute trick is. Yeah. I'm doing, I did an entire act in that time.
Right.
And because of that, I think a lot of people enjoy that because it keeps them on their toes.
Right. I mean, they could put their BlackBerry in their pants for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
You probably you're probably competing with this all the time.
Nowadays I actually do an effect with the BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Where I have you actually think of any name in your BlackBerry. You
in
look
your
at
contact list.
And in your contact list.
Yeah.
And I'll get the name.
Very good.
Yeah, it gets
so where if we want to see you, where do we find you? I mean, what are the kind of things you do now?
Right now,
do you have an agent?
I have a manager right now. His name is Jimmy Floyd, great guy, and he actually found me at an event for DJ Scribble years ago.
Yes.
And he works. He kind of.
DJ Scribble's a celebrity DJ.
Yeah, he's a celebrity DJ.
Part of my ignorance on that.
Yeah.
I just recently learned about celebrity
DJs.
Last year, I didn't know that such a thing really existed.
So, about 2 years later, he's casting for an MTV show.
Yes.
And ended up seeing me, and we kind of worked together. And now, for the past year, it's been going incredibly well.
Right. Now, what about all these party planner guys on Long Island? I mean,
I work with around 8 different entertainment companies.
Which ones do you work with?
Top right now, I'd have to say Total Entertainment, Coco Entertainment does a lot. Alan Dalton works great with me in the city, so we kind of.
So, in other words, if I wanted to say I met this really smart kid, Kevin Nicholas, he looks like a real hustler. Where can we find you? How do we find you?
You can find my Facebook right now. My Facebook, Kevin Nicholas Magic, which will be my fan page, as well as
Do you tweet?
I've always thought about doing a Twitter,
yeah.
But I never felt like I would have the base yet. I feel like Twitters are made for people that are already famous.
Yeah, probably so.
I feel like
Twitter is for people who are not doing it.
Right.
who are hiring somebody to tweet for them. Once again, I mean, I live in the New York metropolitan area. I know Montauk to the Hudson River. I don't go to Jersey.
Right.
So. Where would we find you? What kind of places do you do?
Right.
Are you doing formal acts? Are you doing, what are you doing?
Right now, we do a lot of work I'm in the Hamptons often now.
Right.
Not so much restaurants, but a lot of private engagements.
So private parties.
A lot of private events, which is now building up. I'm in Manhattan all the time now.
Right.
We're opening up that market out there. And as well, Long Island bar mitzvahs, Sweet 16s, I get a lot just because of my young hip look. But just recently, I've been doing a lot of work with the W hotels. I just did the new W hotel in Hollywood. They just have opened up a residencies. Out California.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yes, so they opened up a new residencies, and I did the grand opening there.
Yeah.
I just did an event for W Union Square, which was excellent, great time. So, you know, and it's kind of cool because there's a new magician that works at the Waldorf Astoria, who's a very classy magician. Where, you know, Waldorf is great. His name's Steve Cohen. Amazing. One of the few magicians I incredibly respect.
Right, right.
And so he does the Waldorf. It's kind of cool. I'm doing like the W's, which is a little more of a younger generation type of hotel.
Yeah, Waldorf is like old school.
Oh yeah, you know, you get that very classy. You know, he's the millionaire's magician.
Right, right, right.
So you get.
And you're the up and coming.
The up and coming. Well, you don't see many.
Crowd.
Yeah, well, you don't. Not many you don't see many magicians my age right now, kind of in the spotlight. You have the Mind Freaks and you know the David Blaine's, which are all great, amazing magicians.
Yes.
You know, Chris has a very rock star. David's a little more darker. You know,
no
one that really hits that teen tween generation.
Yeah.
And you kind of need it now. You know, you want to. You know,
teens are out there. They want to go. They want to play. They want to be on the field.
Well, magicians are cool. When it comes down to it, everybody loves magic.
Yeah.
People don't like being fooled, but people love magic.
Right, right, right.
And to
people like tricks.
Yeah, you know.
Chicanery.
But to make magic, you got to remember, magicians used to be the rock stars of their generation. 100 years ago, there was no television. There was none.
Right.
The Harry Houdinis, all them, those were the rock stars.
Doug
Henning.
Doug Henning.
Doug Henning changed it up.
He has a very successful career. Is he still around?
No, I believe Doug passed away in the early 90s.
He wasn't an old guy at that point.
No, I don't believe. I do believe he passed away. But also a pioneer.
The Magic Show, that was called. It was a great show from my era.
You know, Copperfield's still kicking it, still touring, which is awesome.
Right, right.
I haven't had the pleasure of meeting him yet, though. Everyone else I've got to speak with, and.
All right, Kevin. Well, it's been really very nice to speak to you. Very entertaining.
Thank you so much.
I hope to see you out there. In fact, maybe we'll force the issue, have you come to something and be part of it. That would be a lot of fun.
I'm super stoked.
Thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure.